Alright, so boom, let me catch y'all up on everything that's been happening since the last video. I had a going away brunch. This is a picture of me and my work wife. You know, had some bottomless mimosas, got a little litty, and then I did my final day at my corporate job. Then I proceeded to go home and pack up my entire life at my old townhouse. Then I set to go on the road, first stop Chicago, to see my family. I didn't put this in here, but I also stopped in Ohio to pick up my best friend, and then we headed to Charlotte. Then we finally got to my new place, picked up the keys and signed the lease, and then the weekend was over and it was time for my best friend Jocelyn and our friend Charmaine to head back to Ohio. And this is where the story continues. So I just want to come to you guys real quick. I haven't made a little vlog video diary in a while, but quick update, made it to Charlotte. I'm here. Been here for like 3 days. This is my first interview in Charlotte. Super excited. I'm about to go in, so this is gonna make real quick. I just want to come to you guys and do something that I like to do. Oh my god, I ain't showing. Something that I like to do before I go to an interview or anything important or anything like that. Just kind of like a little saying or prayer, if you will. It's just how I like to do it, and especially just things, call on things that I need to come out of me. So what I like to say is that Lord, I'm coming to you that I'm speaking over professionalism, I'm speaking over pronunciation, I'm speaking over confidence over myself right now as I go into this interview, and I confirm and affirm this over my life. And that's what I like to do with things, because I'm confirming that I am. So now I'm asking a God to bring that out of me, but I'm confirming that I already have that inside me, that I already can have it, that I can already bring it out. And I'm affirming that I'm giving myself that information, like, you got this. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm gonna walk in. Bye.
Alright. I'm not feeling this angle, but what can you do? So turn on the air conditioning because you guys probably can hear that. And first and foremost, okay, I think I gotta loop you guys back in and catch you up, because I have not been doing my little video diaries for some couple weeks now, which I've been slacking. My bad. Yeah, I'm really pretty inconsistent with things. That's my problem, but it's okay though. I'm doing it right now. Ain't no time like the present, okay? Just like Jesus, he might not come on your time, but he right on time, and that's me. Not that I'm like Jesus, but I'm right on time, okay? On my timeline. Period, poo. Okay, so let me catch y'all back up. Okay, we're gonna turn this air back up because I'm hot. First of all, I'm in Charlotte. It's 99 degrees outside. Hot. It's hot. So I don't know where we were left off. I think I've like just telling you guys like how I was just feeling and things weren't coming through. But so June 18th, I signed my lease. I signed to this kind of like student housing thing where you don't have to be a student, but it was like a townhouse, has 4 bedrooms. Everybody has their private room, private bathroom. You just share the common areas, and everybody is responsible for their own personal lease. So like I have roommates, but they're all responsible for their own stuff, which is great. Met my roommates. One girl is moving out at the end of this month, and then there's one girl that's still there. So right now I only technically have one roommate, which is great. She's cool, super friendly. That was cool. So I've been in Charlotte for about almost, today makes 2 weeks. Today's Friday. Today makes 2 weeks since I got here Friday before last. So today makes 2 weeks. I've been in Charlotte for 2 weeks. So let's just like a recap of my 2 weeks here. I've been through an emotional roller coaster since I've been here, and it's only been 2 weeks. I think for one, I didn't make smart decisions with my money. I had like, when I came here with a decent amount of money. I came here with about, I think like $600. And yeah, but that was like, I still had to buy gas, and then I had to do some things because I'm doing Lyft and Uber, and I had to like get new windshield wipers and get they have to do inspections out here. I had to pay for inspection, which was only $2. But I had to do some things around my car, got some things for my room, you know. I pretty much lived off that $600 for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, and I should have saved some money aside for like rent, at least a little bit of it, at least like $200 of it, and then did Lyft and Uber to make up the rest. But I just kind of got in a groove of Lyft and Uber about last Friday, and I haven't really drove a lot this week or made a lot of money. Just getting used to it, figuring things out, what routes do, and I'm also doing Instacart, so just figuring that out. So I made enough money that I can eat and put gas in my car, but not enough where I'm like building up amount of money for my rent, and it's been stressing me out. And I'm just like, okay, I'm here. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of job prospects at first. I feel like I had 2 interviews when I first got here. One, I had to like count them down for them to tell me no, which was insane. And the second one, I haven't heard anything, but I'm not really sure if I got that one either. I mean, I felt really good about them in the moment, but they were smaller companies, and so I feel like they needed like a real life expert, and I'm still in the learning stages of what I'm trying to do, because I'm really trying to get into digital like marketing, digital merchandising, or getting into digital merchandising and then going into digital marketing. So yeah, so I just was feeling like discouraged and feeling down. Then I had to realize, like, Karen, you only been here for 2 weeks. Yeah, you messed up with the money. Yeah, now you have to figure out, you know, getting all your rent money in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, this is hard. It's confusing. And I feel like this last week I kind of like wasted. Like, I was working, but not enough where I feel like I see a difference for me to pay this, you know, get this rent paid. So that's just very frustrating for me. And yeah, but today's a new day. Today's Friday, and we're gonna work hard, and I'm gonna get this done, and I'm gonna get my rent paid on time and my car note. It's a lot. It's a lot, but we're gonna get it done. But I just had to really just talk to God. Like, I don't know who, you know, everybody, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, God might not be the person that you know you look into for inner peace and whatnot. I also have a smoothie. Sidebar, I have a summer cold. I've had a cold all week, and that's what made it really tough, because when I get a cold, I'm such a baby. I couldn't have, I'm in a new place, so it's hard for me to sleep. I'm not used to this bed, because my place came fully furnished, and the bed's like it's not like a jail bed, but I mean, it's not what I'm used to, you know what I'm saying? I had a memory foam, you know, bed, one of them beds that come out the box, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to get used to that. And then I was having a cold on top of that, and I felt like I was taking stuff, and nothing was working. I finally feel like a little bit of yesterday and today, I'm starting to feel back to myself, so which is great, having that high energy that I need. So that's been holding me back as well. So I just been trying to push, and then yesterday I was supposed to drive, and I was like, honestly, I'm just gonna rest all day, because I haven't not stopped moving since I left my mom's house in Chicago. Or really since I left Milwaukee. Like, I rested a little bit at my mom's house, but I really haven't stopped moving. I just been moving and grooving. So I needed that day to rest, and I felt bad for it. I felt bad that I had to rest, but you gotta let your body rest, because if you don't, you're gonna crash. You're gonna crash hard, and it's gonna be worse than if I would have just took that little day off, you know. And I'm gonna have to work a little harder now, to Lyft and Uber and Instacart or whatever, but I'm just putting it in God's hands. Here, God, take it. I'll give you all my problems. Take it, Lord. And with that, and just praying, I felt in my spirit, and like I said, if you know, God might be the person that you look for inner peace, but everyone has a spirit. Everybody has like that inner conscience, and once your inner conscience and your spirit learns that you can hear them, they gonna bug the mess out of you. And I definitely have been really learning to listen to myself and listen to my inner spirit these last couple weeks. And who should I do it be talking? Just stop. So I'm probably talking really fast, and I'm probably have to like slow this down when I edit it, because people be like, what are you saying? Every time I go to an interview, do you know you talk really fast? Yeah, keep up, ho. Okay, now something's in my eye, but yeah. So then I still have a cold. Like, my nose is so stuffy. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So my spirit is just like, you know, give it to God. He's gonna work this out. He did not bring you this far to leave you. He's got it under control. He's waiting for the right opportunity for you. In the meantime, you just do, you know, be patient. And that's something that I definitely need to work on. Definitely I feel like this journey is going to teach me, because I don't have any patience. Because anything that has happened in my life, anything good or anything like that, has happened so fast. The way I got into college, like I got into college in a week. Like everything I've done in my life, even my decision to move here, like I did this in a month and a half, 2 months, really just a month. It's just been fast. Like I'm a fast track person, high risk, high reward. So I'm not used to have to wait on things. And so yeah, so but yeah, so my spirit was just telling me, like, you know what, you do your part. My part is just every day getting up and doing the best that I can do, the best that I can be, do the best that I can do, and let the Lord do the rest. Okay. And I'm gonna go and, you know, do Lyft and Uber as best as I can and make as much as I can, and keep praying that, you know, it's gonna be enough. I know this sounds crazy, like why would you just like leave it up to chance, but I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And then, so with that, I just been praying on that, manifesting on that, letting that sit in my spirit for a little bit, because it's very hard for me just to like go with the flow and let this carry out when I'm just so, there's just so much of unknown, and it's driving me crazy. And now I'm just like, you know, just doing my part. I'm worried about me doing my part. That's what I'm going to worry about. You know, applying for jobs, doing the best that I can do, being in the position to meet people I need to meet. That's doing my part. And letting everything work itself out. Now I was looking up, I got up this morning, got up early, made me some tea, answered some emails, found some job fairs. So I'm gonna go to some job fairs, one's tomorrow and one's on Tuesday. And then in the midst of all of that, still praying, still like sitting this on my spirit, like do what you need to do. I'm just like, Lord, I need a job, but I'm gonna do what I need to do, but you know, I need you to hook your girl up. And you know, I just don't want any job. I want something in my career. I want something where I can grow, where I'm gonna make good money, where I'm gonna be happy, all those things. I just don't want no rinky-dinky job, you know. And so, because I came out here to further my career, not to just have a job. So then in the midst of that, I got a phone call for somebody. I've been waiting to get a phone call back to set up an interview, and so I have that interview being set up. So I'm really excited about that. So I just need to just focus on killing that interview, killing the job fair tomorrow, and doing my Lyft and Uber. Just doing on my end and putting myself in a position to, you know, to get better and get jobs, but also just kind of like doing my part. So, and just stop worrying about trying to get everything together, worry about, you know, how I'm gonna get this job, how I'm gonna do this, woo woo, and just, you know, do my part. And I'm like, oh, I'm sitting here like, maybe I need to, you know, go to the tip agency and they send me here and do this or do that. But I need the flexibility of having Lyft and Uber, because they can call me for an interview and I can go anytime, because this is on my time, and I need that type of flexibility. So I feel that I'm doing the right thing. I feel that in my spirit. But these last 2 weeks have been trying. I've broken down a couple of times. I literally I had a really bad delivery on Instacart. It wasn't bad, it was just the person was bad. But yeah, so, and it just made me break down. I'm like, this is so frustrating. I don't want to do this. Like, this shouldn't be my life right now. Like, I feel like when I'm working this type of things, like, people, when you work in this type of service, people just look at you so like down, like when you're a service person. And this has really had taught me, not that I was doing it before, to really have appreciation for people who do deliveries, who work at any type of service job, because they're people and your job does not define you. And I feel like people just really just look down on you because this is what you're doing. First of all, you don't know my life, sweetheart. This could be, most people is just like a side hustle. You don't know what my main job is. I could be making more than you. I just want some extra money. So it's just really annoying that people just look down on you for working in a service type of job. Like, you don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. Like, be nice. Be nice to people. So, back again, same day. I just love, what do I want to say? I don't know. I just love, like, put things into the universe. You pour into yourself, and you just notice little things that start to happen, or little coincidences that I just feel are just like confirmation that things are going right. So literally was just like, you know, praying about my situation, and then got the call for the interview. And then okay, I probably gotta turn this down. So got the call for the interview, and then I had a passenger, so I was doing a Lyft ride. I had a passenger. She is from Chicago. She's from Chicago. Well, she just moved here. She moved here from Chicago in March, but she's also from. Hold on, wait, did I get it? She's moved here from Chicago in March. Well, before that, but she's also originally from Wisconsin. So it was just funny because I just moved from Wisconsin. I'm originally from Chicago, so it's like same thing. She just moved here in March. Only had been here one time. I don't think I've ever really been here, or I visited like when I was a child. And her boyfriend got a job out here. He had never been here either, and just jumped and made the move. And she just, you know, giving me some really great energy that I needed. And I was just telling her about my situation and how I just been nervous, and how like I know it's only been 2 weeks, but I was like getting nervous about my situation and how I'm excited for this interview. And she just giving me so much great energy, and know that we're kind of in a similar situation, lived in similar places, tired of the Midwest, and that's brought us to come here. And we love this little city, Charlotte. I wouldn't say little city because it's not little, but yeah. And it just really just made my little day, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. Bye.